When that letter was sent from God the Father from heaven to earth, the letter went with His word, but the word is always with the Father, never left Him. Jesus Christ, in His divinity, is all God. He came to say, I am the letter sent by my dad to humanity. Whoever reads me and whoever accepts this letter accepts my dad. He who receives me receives my Father. He who receives you receives me, and he who receives me receives the Father. And when you receive the Father, what are you receiving? Love. Can you live without love? No. Why do people get married? Because they love each other. Why do we become bishops? Because we love the Lord. Why would you go and visit someone you don't love? Doesn't make sense. You only want to see the one you love, isn't it? You can't wait to be with the one you love. If someone you don't love, you'll be suffocating. The second becomes like a year. You can't wait for it to be over to run away from that place because there is no oxygen. You see, love gives you that breath of life. What makes life possible is love. That's why God is love. You see, without God, there is no love. And without love, there is no life. So if there is no life, what else is left? Death. So what is death? The absence of life. What is darkness? The absence of light. You see, God created the light. Even the scientists, you go and ask them, even the atheist scientists, can you measure darkness? They'll say no. Why can't you measure darkness? Because they'll say to you, through science, we came to know darkness is not a creation. In fact, darkness doesn't exist. So what is in existence? They will tell you the light. Why? Because the light was created. They'll stop at the Big Bang. If they're atheists, they'll stop at the Big Bang. They'll say the Big Bang brought the light. Oh, so the light is created, correct? They'll say yes. That's why, as scientists, we measure light, but we cannot measure darkness because darkness is not a creation. God never created darkness. God created the light. God saw it was dark and He said, let there be light. He created the light. So where did darkness come from? If it's not in existence, if it's not a creative thing? Because every time light is absent, we allow something that was never created to be in existence. Every time we deny God's existence in our life as human beings, we allow something to exist in us that was never created by God. You know what that thing is? Slave. God never created a slave. God only created a son. When we walk away from our Heavenly Father, I allow something that comes into my life that was never created, like darkness. I become a slave. As a slave, I am darkness. As darkness, I don't exist. What is someone when they don't exist? What do you call them? Dead. The world is living in death because the world denied the very creator of it. Why is the world dead? Because there is no love in the world. Because what brings life into existence is love. This is the love of my life. I kiss the Holy Cross, which so sadly, so many people are ignorant of the cross and are also offensive toward the cross because they don't understand the concept of love. All capital letters, L-O-V-E. My dear friend, do you want to know why God became a man? Because of love. You see, when you truly love, you'll begin then and then only to do things you would never ever have done, not even in your dreams. You'll start acting so weird, as if there is few fuses gone off in your head. You'll start saying things you never said before. You'll start doing things you've never done before, and you shock yourself. How come I'm doing things like this way? I can't believe this is me. Well, you better, because love make you do crazy things. Because love is not from this realm. You see, this realm, everything it does is natural. But love comes from the spiritual realm, comes from entirely a different realm. So everything from that different realm is unnatural to the natural realm. You see, it is perfect, but since I live in the natural realm, everything that comes from above this natural realm, to me is abnormal. To me it is abnormal, but to that realm is absolutely perfect. So to us, God is abnormal. This is because of me, not Him. Because I live in the natural and I'm trying to fathom the unnatural. That's why everything from God is weird.